lot of people ask me, what is this Muktasmi business that you are going around nowadays? I've been putting this awesome videos of people flying on a in a glider, then on a beach and all that. So I thought I'll make this video and tell you what is Muktasmi all about. Muktasmi literally, I know you all know, maybe you have seen it, that in Sanskrit it means I am free. But what does Muktasmi really mean for me? For that we'll have to go back 7 years. And this is sometime in end of financial year of 2011-12. I had a massive panic attack, and I frankly didn't know what a panic attack is. And before that, for last 6 months, I had been going therapy at Manipal Hospital. You know, the usual stuff where they do with microwave and all the drama. So anyway, it was night and I had this massive panic attack. My dad died in the third heart attack. My grandmother died in a heart attack. So I said, beta, number aa gaya. So I asked my wife to rush me quickly to the hospital. We went to the hospital, and we went to the emergency thing, and there's this young doctor who was there, and she came and she checked up and all that, and she assured me, look, you're not having a heart attack. And I said, what's this then? I couldn't just breathe. And she said, this is something called panic attack. And frankly, I had never heard of that. And then she said, I said, what is it? And she said, it's your body's way of telling you that the body can't take stress anymore. And she obviously had my file, and she saw that, I said, look, I'm a champion in stress. And she said, this is the body's way of doing it. But don't worry, nobody dies because of panic attack, but you will remember this for the rest of life. And that is the night my whole life kind of flashed in my mind. And come to that, that basic questions of life. What is life about? What do you want to do? Is it all worth it? All that shit that you have been doing. You have been traveling 15, 20 days. You have missed birthdays of your kids. The kids resent that. You haven't kept in touch with maybe your mother, your sister, brothers and all that. And you've been kind of living in a kind of a rat race, running somehow. And that is when I took a decision to change my life. So obviously over the next 1 year, I worked out a succession plan where I hired somebody, because I was running 24/7 Learning, which was my own startup, and it was 12th year of running it. We had raised, the last round we had raised for $4 million. So there was no way the investors were happy about this. But when I explained them the whole situation, they said, okay, do it the right way. So over the next 1 year, I worked, found a successor, did everything, and exited. And there was this guy who was a designer in my team, and I commissioned a calligraphic tattoo. And to commemorate this, not really commemorate, but kind of mark this milestone in my life, where I said, I have lived my life in a certain way till now, and it has not served me well. It has actually fucked me up and fucked up my family and marriage and everything. So how do I want to spend the rest of my life? And on 1st of April 2013, I got this tattoo which says Muktasmi. Actually, you may not be able to read it because it's in a mirror. It's in a reverse thing. So every morning when I see the mirror, I can read it. And for me, Muktasmi means that I am free to lead my life the way I want to. And that's when I took a couple of decisions of my life. I said, look, 9 to 5, 9 to 10, 12 hours in the office is no. I will never work in a big office. Another thing I decided was that I will only work with people I really enjoy working with. And the third decision I took was to clean up the shit that had accumulated in my life. So over the last 7 years, I've kind of tried to kind of reimagine my life. I went and did a course in art markets from Sotheby's Institute of Art in London. I did a course in sculpture from New York. Tried my hands in different things. I became a mentor for startups, and I also participated in this famous show called Hausle Ki Udaan, which was the startup reality show out of India. I was anchor judge in that. And I think what I realized at that time 7 years back, I think COVID has made everybody realize that now. And I think the the whole world is catching up with me and getting into this Muktasmi phase. And what I call this Muktasmi phase is that, look, today people have realized that it's not work-life balance, it's life and work balance. People have realized that this 10 to 12 hours they used to spend in office, they realize that the work actually can be done in 3 or 4 hours. And the rest of the time, you have managers playing meeting, chalo meeting karte hain. Then you have this HR guys, they are under pressure to do some team bonding exercise. So they will do some stupid stuff. And I still remember that shit when, you would be deep into a discussion and this HR will, come, we have to cut a cake. I'm like, what the hell, man? There's work going on. So anyway, people have realized that, you can actually complete all the work in 3 to 4 hours. And during this lockdown, they realized that they have now quality time left for doing something else. And what is that something else? People rediscovered their pets, I think the COVID time has been best for pets. They rediscovered relationship with their closed ones. I rediscovered my relationship with my mother. There was a time when we wouldn't even talk for 6 months, and now every week, 10 days, either she calls or I call. I also rediscovered that who are real friends, who are not, what really matters in life. And I think it started with work from home, but very soon people realized that it's actually work from anywhere. So today people want to lead a life where they may, go on and do maybe a Zoom conference call, and once that is over, they can go back to maybe doing their fishing or doing their cooking or creating their show that we have been doing. Like people say, everybody has a book in them. There are so many friends of mine who have written books during lockdown. So I think the whole world has changed, and that is the reason why I said now the world is ready for Muktasmi. I was ready 7 years back, and I think the world is ready now. So Muktasmi, the brand that we are launching, Muktasmi is kind of a lifestyle. Muktasmi is for those who are smart, who are brilliant, who know what they need, who they know what to do, but they are not going to make any compromise on the quality of life, on being able to pursue things besides just pursuing a job. And I think the biggest, I was reading the great resignation wave that is happening all over the world, where people are saying, fuck it, I do not want to work 9 to 9 or 10 or whatever. I do not work with crappy bosses anymore. I want to do my own thing. Freelancing is growing like crazy. People are shifting to suburbs. People are shifting to smaller towns. And this is so beautiful because the reverse migration that started, a lot of people during lockdown went back to their towns, to their hometowns, to their own families, to their parents. And a lot of them don't want to come back, and they are not coming back. So I think this is a big change that is coming all over the world. And I'm personally very excited that I am able to define this vision and create I wouldn't say brand, that's so cliched, but I would say Muktasmi is more like a lifestyle, where if you are an artist, or you are a writer, or you are a graphics designer, or you are a coding guy, or you are a business development guy, or you are a blogger, whatever, I think time has come where instead of saying that I will work for so many months and then take off for a month, I think it's all kind of mixed up, where I say, I will work every day, but I'll also live my life every day. And that's Muktasmi for you.